So today we have variables on both sides, and let me tell you a little secret here. People might think that this looks complicated and it's too hard for them. It's not if you know one little secret, and that's your goal for solving. All you have to do is get the variable on one side of the equation and the numeric terms, the numbers, the constants, on the other side. Once you do that, you're golden. You've got the two-step equation. That's all you need to do. So everything we've done up to this point, you know how to do. I'm adding one thing. The equations might look a little complex. They're really not. All right, so we just need to use that goal every single time. So how do you do this? You may need to simplify by using combined like terms or using the distributive property first. So here's some examples. We need to get the variables on one side. It does not matter which side. Let me say that again. It does not matter which side. You can put all the variables on the left. You can put all the variables on the right. It doesn't matter. If you want to make it a little simpler though, get rid of the smaller variable first. You'll avoid negatives that way. All right, that's what I'm going to do with you in class. So get rid of the variables. Which one is variable? So we are looking at 5x and 2x. The biggest mistake is people reach across that equal sign and grab that 2x and say, boom, it's 7x. No, that equal sign, all right, is like your barrier, your divider there. All right, you cannot cross. You have to balance each other out. Gave you a little trick. Get rid of the smallest one. The smallest one is 2x. So let's get rid of that positive 2x. Let's subtract 2x. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. 5x minus 2x is 3x. Rewrite. Plus 2 is equal to 14. Boom. It's a two-step equation. You can do it from here. I am adding one thing. That's it. Now wait a minute. You said something about the numeric terms on the other side. Yep. Because look, what's your next step? Get rid of that plus 2 by subtracting 2 on both sides. So now your variables are on one side and your numbers are on the other side. This is what you've been doing since day 1 of this unit. So x is being multiplied by 3. The inverse of multiplying by 3, dividing by 3. 3 divided by 3 gives you 1x. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Right? And we're going to spend some time checking those answers in class, but I just want to leave that there. All right, let me get rid of this stuff so I can get some room here. All right. Next example. 4w minus 10 equals 7w plus 2. Same thing, get rid of the variables, put them on one side. My trick, get rid of what's smaller. Here, 4w is smaller, so I'm going to subtract. Since it's a positive 4w, we're looking in front of it, not behind it. It's a positive 4w, so I'm going to subtract it. That's going to leave me with, careful, negative 10 is equal to 3w plus 2. And it's a two-step equation. Get rid of whatever's being added by subtracting. That's going to give us a negative 12 is equal to 3w. W is being multiplied by 3. The inverse is dividing by 3. And then I'm going to get in good habits. I want that variable to go first. So I'm going to put w equals, and negative 12 divided by 3 is negative 4. All right, we're going to do a lot of those in class, but I know you're going to be very successful with that. The last problem is, where in the world would you ever use this? A lot of you guys that want to have your own business, own a company, this is what you're going to be using. All right. So, personal trainer charges a one-time fee of $60 plus $25 for each individual session, and a fitness club charges a yearly fee of $450 plus $10 for each session with a personal trainer. Write and solve an equation to determine for what number of sessions the cost will be equal. Next year, you're going to expand on this. You're going to start graphing this. All right, but right now, let's just set it up. So we've got two equations. When would they be equal? So the first one, personal trainer, is $60 plus $25 for each individual session. We don't know how many sessions. There's our X. When is it going to equal the fitness club? They have a $450 charge plus a $10 fee for each session. How many sessions would the cost be equal? So get the variables on one side. Right now I know 10x is smaller, so I'm going to get rid of 10x on both sides. If you need that divider there, that barrier. 60 plus 15x, it's going to give you 450. Now get rid of that 60, it's a positive 60. Subtract 60 on both sides. That's going to leave you with 15x is equal to 390. And I've kind of run out of room, so I'm just going to squeeze this in up here. You might have enough room on your paper. I'm sorry about that. 15 times x equals 390. Do the inverse. Divide by 15. When you divide, x is going to be 26. So at 26 sessions, the cost would be equal. If you only wanted 20 sessions, one company would be better. That's the stuff you're going to build on, all right, as you practice this. So I'm excited about this. I like variables on both sides, so I will see you tomorrow.